If you've been thinking about starting a podcast, stop waiting for the perfect setup. The truth is, you don't need a professional studio or thousands of dollars in equipment. You just need a few quality tools, a simple recording space, and the consistency to keep showing up. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact beginner setup I'd recommend if I were starting all over again today. If you wanna skip the guesswork, I've also put together a complete podcast creator starter kit linked below. It includes everything you need to get your first podcast off the ground. With all that said, let's jump in. Get a good microphone. People will forgive average video, but they won't forgive bad audio. If your audience can't clearly understand what you're saying, they'll click away quickly. My recommendation is the Shure MV7 Plus. It's one of the best microphones for beginners because it sounds professional, it's simple to use, and it can grow with you as your podcast gets bigger. If buying a premium microphone isn't in your budget today, that's okay. Start with what you either currently have or what is in your budget, but make improving your audio your first upgrade. Get good lighting. Lighting makes a bigger difference than most people realize. A quality light can instantly make even an inexpensive camera look significantly better. The light I recommend is the Amaran Cobb 60X. It's compact, bicolor, easy to transport, and produces beautiful soft light. To make it even better, pair it with a small softbox that softens the light and creates a much more flattering look on camera. It's one of the biggest visual upgrades you can make. Choose a camera. You don't need an expensive cinema camera. A simple 4K vlogging camera is more than enough. When you're shopping, look for two things: 4K recording and a flip out screen. The flip out screen is incredibly helpful because you can monitor yourself while recording without buying another monitor. I recommend the Sony Alpha ZV-E10 vlogging camera kit that comes with a lens already. If you're on a tighter budget, don't let that stop you. Your phone is already capable of producing excellent podcast videos. The most important thing is getting started. Then get a solid tripod. A shaky camera immediately makes your content feel less professional. Invest in a sturdy tripod that will last for years. Once it's set up, leave it set up if possible. The fewer things that you have to assemble every time you record, the more likely you are to stay consistent. Wear headphones. Before you record an entire episode, listen. Always monitor your audio before you hit record. It takes 30 seconds to catch problems that could otherwise ruin an hour-long podcast. It's a simple habit that will save you a lot of frustration. Consider wireless lavalier microphones. If you're interviewing guests or filming away from the desk, wireless microphones are a great investment, especially if you're on a tighter budget. I recommend the Hollyland Lark M2S. It's compact, sounds fantastic, and lets you record two people at the same time. It's also perfect for filming podcasts outside the studio or creating social media content on the go. If you're using your phone, you absolutely can start a podcast with your phone. In fact, many successful creators still do. I'd recommend picking up a phone tripod with a built-in light so you have one compact setup that's easy to carry anywhere. I've linked one of my favorites in the basic podcast starter kit down in the description. And if you're recording longer videos on your phone, use an external SSD. This keeps you from filling up your phone's storage and allows you to record much longer episodes without constantly worrying about running out of space. Keep your batteries charged. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is running out of battery halfway through a podcast. If you're filming with a dedicated camera or even your phone, consider investing in a V-mount battery. That way, whether you're filming for 30 minutes or 2 hours, you won't have to interrupt your recording because your battery died. Create a dedicated recording space. This is one of the biggest tips I can give you. Find one location where you can leave everything set up. The less setup required every time you record, the easier it becomes to stay consistent. I also recommend avoiding rooms with a lot of uncontrolled natural light. If the sun is constantly moving behind clouds or crossing your window, your light will change throughout your episode. Using controlled lighting gives your video a much more consistent, professional look. Most people spend months researching gear, watching reviews, comparing cameras, and waiting for the perfect setup. Instead, record your first episode this week. Your first podcast won't be perfect, your 10th will be better, and your 100th will be dramatically better. Experience beats perfection every single time. If you'd like to make this process even easier, I've put together a complete podcast creator starter kit. Everything I wish someone had handed me before I started creating content. You'll find it linked below along with my recommended gear list if you want to build the exact setup I use. If this video was helpful to you, subscribe for more creator tips, and I will see you in the next one.